What's up, Frost Bros? Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. It is currently part 15. In the last episode, we took out a pretty big spider, a bunch of them actually, and yeah, this place was quite rough. Yeah, and of course, if you didn't see the last episode, we basically went in a well in the Withered Village, and that's currently where we are now, is at the bottom of a well, which is, well, not well. You know, how many times can I say well? And of course, we actually came from this pathway here, and of course here's the Phase Spider Matriarcha, and if I actually look at my character now, we should be getting close. Yeah, it looks like we're a little past halfway to level 5, which is actually around the suggested level to get close to Act 2, so, you know, there's that. Oh, and we're going to just real quick scan ahead. It looks like, looks like this is a second path. Hang on, how many? Hang on, so that leads there. Does this lead back here as well? Because if so, okay, it looks like, that is actually cool. So it just so happens that both of those paths lead back to the entrance. Well, since that is the case, I suppose we can head back to... Oh, not that way. That's the secret entrance Astarion found. Well, couldn't discover because of his low check, but still. We can still go back to the entrance, go back into the Blighted Village, and... in the last episode, before I was talking about going in the well, we did mention the south region, because of course the only other point we have to really just look quest-wise is north. However, everything north is into the next section of the game, and I want to do some side stuff, and that would include going south because there's a whole area south of here, and oh boy, it is very screwed up, but should be fun, especially for a level 4 group. Let's have a word with this old goblin warrior, see if this one has anything to say about the bog south of here.
Go on, more of us inside.
Oh, now I'm actually leaving. Tell you what, I'll send you off with a complimentary song, I suppose. I should be able to sing pretty good. I mean, I'm a little poor with my performance, but I'm sorry. I mean, I just, yeah, we're just not going to perform because that would just be painful. Now, if I remember correctly, the proper path is down this way. Aha! Now, that person right down there, this is going to be quite an interesting encounter. I'm not going to spoil anything because this is one encounter that's just one heck of a ride to walk in on. So, of course, there's a nice, beautiful meadow bog. Like I said, a bog, but it's honestly a beautiful meadow. And there's 2 guards here talking with the old lady. Let's see what this is all about.
For the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Now, this here I mean, could you all just lower your weapons for a second? I mean, come on, y'all. It's just an old woman. What's the fuss?
Sweetie, be careful!
He's with the hag.
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
Whoa, whoa. These guys are vicious. They must be bandits. Well, Astarion? Oh, fine. I suppose it'll be at least somewhat fun to help an old lady. Not. Ooh! Headshot. Yeah, what do you think of that? You filthy bandit. Ooh, you dodged that. I guess we can go in. I'll just end my turn. Alright, Will, you're the folk hero. You enjoyed the sight of me helping an old lady, so there we go.
Oh, my stars! I didn't mean for this to happen.
Oh, it's nothing. I mean, you know, so what happened, by the way? It sounded like a heated argument. Perhaps you can give some
Those
insight.
poor boys were looking for their little sister, Mayrina, the girl who's staying with me. This is all my fault. But I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her. And my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know. It'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Oh, well, aren't you just the sweet...
To Ethel than meets the eye.
Did she just teleport? Alright, well, let's take a look at this tattered leather. Dear Joel and Demir, don't get mad. Oh, I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic and do something stupid. I'm going to the hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. I'll be back soon, so not a word to ma'am, alright? She has enough on her plate. Mayrina. Oh boy. So, it turns out Auntie Ethel's a hag. Mayrina knows it. Well, let's have a little waltz into the meadow. I'm sure there's nothing more than meets the eye.
Chill.
At least
runs
at this
up your
part.
spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Now this is weird. Let's have a little investigation. Now, of course, this is a high check, so yeah, not likely that we would actually succeed.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Alright. So we can take us some juicy apples on the... I wonder if... Oh,
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
traps. Ooh. That's not good. Hey, we got a sheep. Let's speak with this sheep, shall we?
Sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Huh?
The sheep stares at
Ooh.
you with unsettling malice.
Yeah, let's walk away. Let's see if Will can have a word with him. I mean, I'm sure it's just a regular old sheep. It's weird that it's trying to say
Sheep's voice
Bob.
warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Oh, that's weird. Tell me about this place, sheep.
Curious. Despite your magic, the creature doesn't understand you.
How odd. Let me have a little check, shall we? Just lower our hand and... Oh, that's a high check.
The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes. A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
Excuse me. Bah, my good sir.
No one back home will
Oh, that is beautiful. Well, yeah, this is what the swamp looks like. Its true form. Yeah, as you can see, the red caps here, that's what they actually are. They're red caps. They're no sheep. They are extremely dangerous.
A diminutive creature sporting a red hat. That noise. Is the creature pretending to be a sheep?
Bah. I love the red caps just pretending to be sheep. It's hilarious. Oh. Who the heck are you? I have never seen this guy before. Oh no.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
Okay. Ignore the elf. He just talks too much, honestly.
You should listen to your companion. Next, he'll warn you that my people can curse your cow to give only sour milk and will seduce your daughter to a life of roaming. Now, I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
So, what kind of monster you hunt?
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. His name is Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price.
Oh, I could. Oh, I really want to. I mean, he's right here. I just want to piss him off as much as possible because Astarion is an asshole, so I think it'd be hilarious to get back at him. Only a spawn? Pity. Not like a real vampire.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
Yes, I'm sure, sure they creep right up on you. Oh god, sure they creep right
We've
up
all
on you.
survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat.
Well, well, be careful. We should get going. I mean, should we kill the hunter? I don't know. I mean, he's not outright attacking us, so I don't want to attack first. You know, kind of the whole vengeance thing, so be careful. We should get going.
That's it. We're just walking away.
I said we'll be careful. Okay. Fine. Fine, since you want to play this game, this is Astarion, the vampire spawn you're hunting.
What?
It isn't possible.
You idiot! What have you done?
Exactly what you want. Relax. He's not. Relax. He's not taking you anywhere.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
I mean, hey. I did exactly what Astarion wanted. I gave him a chance. I gave him the chance, and he stupidly opened his mouth, so... This is going to be one hell of a fight. And it's all on Astarion. So... Oh, God. Ooh, this guy is actually very, very tough. Okay. Well, let's see here.
So much for peace.
We're gonna heal Astarion. Lay on hands. Raider.
Before it gets worse. Light on my feet.
There we go. We're gonna place a hunter's mark on you.
Unleash me.
Alright. Gonna place down a grease to get you all trapped on up. And
Over here.
Astarion's going to run over here and hide.
No trace.
Hellish Rebuke to react. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, let's go ahead and flourish on you. And then we're going to armor Agathis, because we want to
Survival is all
protect
that matters.
ourselves a little. And then we're going to Wrathful Smite you. Oh yeah. That disables that because of concentration, but hey, that is what it is. Let's see here. You have 46 health. Sleep 2 does up to 32, so we can keep that in mind. And we can probably use a Ray of Sickness on him. Do more damage with poison now, so there we go. Alright, we're going to... Ooh. Yeah, we're going to hide here. And take a hot shot. There we go.
Stand by one's friend in the face of danger.
There we go.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later.
Now, we're going to give this crossbow to Astarion as a trophy, because that was actually a very powerful item. Let's have a look at this thing, shall we? So, you have advantage against monstrosity type enemies. Ooh! Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks. Okay. General was 7. He was frightened badly. Okay, hang on. So, you have advantage against monstrosity type enemies. It has a +1 enchantment on it. And that's about it. Heavy, two-handed. Yeah, let's give it to Astarion. I think that'll fit well in his hands. Ooh. Need proficiency with heavy crossbows to use it, though. So,
Well, some rest's better than none.
alright, well, there was that. But you know what? I gave Astarion the chance. He wanted a fight. I gave him the fight. You know, and people say I'm bad with Astarion. Let's see here. We have a well here. That's probably back into the same old place. And this is probably up into the witch's thing. So I'm going to drop a good save right quick. And let's go ahead and head into the cottage.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. Oh, if it isn't my hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa, hmm? Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
Well, I'm glad you got here safely.
Thanks to you. You know, you're lucky. You've helped a very powerful lady. People in dire need travel from all over Faerun to see little old me. And I do my damnedest to help them. And you, Petal, well, you need a lot of help. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it?
Wait a minute, how'd you know
Because
that?
you stink. And I know the stench of mind flayer anywhere. I can tell you're almost done cooking. You know, you could turn just like that. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger?
I mean, what's the price?
Well, that depends on the job. Removing a parasite is no small feat. But I like you, Petal. So I'll only ask for something small. One of your pretty little peepers. Oh dear, you don't have one to spare. Terribly sorry, Petal, but no deal for you. Should you know someone with two eyes in their head and a wriggler problem, send them my way. Auntie will sort them out.
Oh my lord. So I couldn't get the deal because
Mayrina, time to go.
I actually have one of my eyes' true sight. So Mayrina's gone. I guess we could send. You know what?
Careful, I'm back.
I'll give Astarion the Haggai, because, yeah, Astarion can make the deal. He'll be our guinea pig. He's,
What's hidden behind it?
you know what?
Your desire?
Gale. Gale will be our guinea pig. He's the experimenter.
Hello, sweetness. You going to give me one of those precious peepers?
Well, Oh! This sounds like a spell for a Haggai. You want to see through one of my eyes.
Not many know that spell. You're close, but not quite right. Your eyeball is staying in your head. Although it would look delightful on a necklace.
Well, Will my sight be damaged?
But sure, you've two eyes in your skull, don't you? No need to be precious.
Well, one reading eye is still good. Now I am a devil of questions, so excuse me, but you want one of my eyes?
I'm
Why?
afraid that's my business, Petal. It's nothing nefarious, though. I promise.
Just a scholar, alright. But tell you what, I suppose I can learn a bit more on the way. Alright, you've got my interest. We have a deal.
Glorious. One moment. Auntie needs her real nails for this. Much better. That human skin is fierce restrictive.
Wow, so, brothers, a green hag. A very powerful specimen, it
Thank you,
seems.
Petal. It is so lovely to be appreciated. Magic is the lifeblood of hags, and I'm one of the best. Now choose, which eye will it be? Right or left?
My right eye is my good reading eye, so take my left eye. Don't need it.
Hold on to your knickers. This might sting a bit. No, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Oh. I barely felt it, actually.
Oh, you do make me laugh. Now, unless you want tentacles for a tongue, stay absolutely still. I've removed one of these buggers before, but it's a touch tricky.
The parasite squirms at the hag's words. Pain builds behind your eye. You feel the creature writhe as it's dragged towards your ear. Then it bites back, burrowing even deeper into your brain.
Goddamn wretched! Ah! You little shit! You didn't tell me it was netherese. I'm not touching that!
Wait a minute, netherese?
Shadow magic brings nothing but chains and misery. How could I have missed that stink? Like blood and piss congealing on my tongue. Ah! Someone's tampered with your parasite. That's likely why you've not turned yet.
Well, that's... What do you mean tampered with it?
Bless us. You're as slow as a wet week. That thing has been touched by more than mind flayers. You're a dead soul walking. I can't help you.
Well, what about my
What
eye?
about it? I held up my end of the bargain. It's not my fault the Wriggler's tainted by shadow magic. I want nothing to do with you or that scum in your brain.
Wow, that's... Well, this way you're saying that you must not be that powerful then. This is your way of saying you're not powerful enough, isn't it?
Kill you for that. But why deny your Wriggler the pleasure? But let it not be said that Auntie Ethel doesn't honor her debts. Here, it's on you to fix yourself. Now get out!
Well,
Combine it with mind flayers and it's unspeakable.
Bye-bye, lovely.
Auntie Ethel's charm. So,
You to get these things.
what's the charm about, actually? Let's see here. Break this charm and receive all the benefits. Okay. Huh,
I've got a long road
that's
ahead.
neat. Not very powerful, but still pretty neat. Alright. Well, you know what? I think we have a bit of a deal to get fixed up, since she did kind of screw us over there a little. Since Gale now has a messed up eye, and, well, more importantly, she didn't get rid of the mind flares, so I think it's time we get some payment. Some actual payment. And uh-oh.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's see here. What item is of no use? I don't think that mace is ever going to get used by anyone.
Thank you.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, you're among friends.
Might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover.
Whoa. I mean, bold. If you would dare to reduce their goddess to their muse.
I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
I mean, how exactly did you try to cross those boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Well, I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal, roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
Well, I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether
You
then.
know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, Only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
What is it? What do you see?
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however,
Go on.
it will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Jesus, man, you're a walking nuke. I mean, wow, trusted you, Gale. You should have told me right away. I mean,
I know. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
hell no, you're a walking nuke. I can't let you go now. I mean, come this far together, and man, we'll have to continue on together. I mean, that is how it will be. I mean, if you leave now and it goes off, wouldn't make a difference if you were still with us and if it goes off.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Yeah, that was such a great speech. And now we have to continue onwards into the hag's lair. And
You
are
as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Oh no, I don't think you understand. I'm sworn to end your life, hag. Do not resist.
Alive, a paladin. You lot are drier than shite in the noonday sun. I've picked plenty of your brethren from my teeth, Petal, and I look forward to seeing how tasty you are. Ah!
Yeah, it's time for us to introduce our paladin might. What's
My
this?
sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
Oh boy, and
This place.
that woman has her head in her hands. I mean, this?
This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
Blinded and slain. Not good.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
Yeah, that petrification would halt it, wouldn't it? Ooh. This person's alive.
Don't
started the conversation.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
What happened last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
I'm not afraid of that hag.
Appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, petal.
I mean, okay. Hag. Alright. Alright, is there another
You see
way
an
in?
image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run.
I will strike the hag down with the full force of my fury, I swear. Alright. Roll dice. That should. Ooh. Oh. I succeeded.
The door shudders, imagining its wooden frame cracking and splintering in a raging inferno. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. You feel the presence within shrink, terrified.
Alright. We did it. We opened the door. Now let's speak with the elf.
No, no, don't look. Mustn't look, mustn't see.
You alright?
I see it. What's to come?
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me, dead, dead, flesh rotten, bone shining.
Calm yourself. Whatever you're seeing, it isn't real.
Lies, lies. I see it. See truth. See death. All future.
Is that so? What does my future hold?
Always ask. Never good. Never see. Never. Gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please, 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 please.
Not everyone looks like you do, elf. It's shocking, I know.
Ah! No! Stop! Trick! 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 They're the monster! Monster! Mind dripping! Flesh peeling! Mind flayer!
Look at me. Look at yourself. Look at me. I'm not a mind flayer yet.
No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
No intention
Okay.
of letting that happen.
Away!
Yeah, so can't deal with that. Got a pretty bad feeling about this area up here. Ooh, these people probably aren't. They're probably with the hag, so yep. It's a fight. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna stand over here. Going to hide. Gonna sneak attack. Ooh. Curse of Terror. Ooh, that's a good bit of damage.
Yes, Auntie.
Hellish Rebuke on you. Boom. Alright, we're going to get ourselves an Armor of Agathis set up.
Finding my way.
And we're just going to move forward. You know what? I'm going to place a Crown of Madness on you. There we go. Let's see if that messes with the stuff that's already set up on that one person. Yep, you're going to go and smack. Get swung at. Alright, let's go ahead and let's jump up here. I'm just going to swing and miss. And you can stand over here and probably still get a sneak attack on someone. There we go. Ooh, miss a snare. Let's catch that. Couldn't get an attack of opportunity. That felt like a cheat. Alright, we're going to just waltz over here. Eldritch Blast. And as for Gale, I'm gonna drop a level 2 magic missile. There we go. Oh, that did some significant damage to himself because of the... Okay, I thought that was a lot worse. My bad. Okay, let's go ahead and jump here. There we go.
I won't.
You won't attack, so that's a good thing because that means I don't have to take you out. Should be able to just sneak over here and still get an attack of our advantage. There we go. Curse of Terror. Not good. Alright, so...
No time to waste.
I wonder if there's a way we can friendly take out this person. Gale, I was just talking about being passive with this one. No need to talk about death like that. Let's finish the selection. There we go.
No choice but to keep going. These
Alright.
brutes have seen everything.
Now, is there a passive way to deal with it?
With finesse.
Let's see here. How to passively deal with someone in Baldur's Gate 3. We can probably go to non-lethal attacks because this person is not trying to be not trying to hurt us, so I'm gonna go to non-lethal attacks. I'll have sleep ready.
Coming through.
I'm going to go here.
No.
Not enough movement, but it is what it is. Gale's going to stand over here and Good Ray of Sickness, but I guess we can dash, and
Let's light them up.
we're just going to get everyone close up. We're just going to try and knock this person out, really.
Don't waste a step.
You know, let's not waste any steps here. Okay, should be able to knock her right back out, so let's finish the selection. Yeah, so she does not have much of any health, so if that's the case, we can easily just go over here and
On the victor's path.
stand here, I guess.
A rough tempest I will raise.
And topple.
What now?
Knocked prone. Now, good. Let's take the mask. And let's take everything else. Hopefully, this person died immediately. The second we took the mask. Well, there went that. Looks like if you take the masks, it will kill the person, even if you knock them out. Did try. But of course, this part is always one of the sad parts. Because these guys, they aren't savable. Not conventionally, at least. And of course, those masks, if you use them, it'll actually make Auntie Ethel, like, take control of you, and it's crazy. And of course, just back here, there is a whole arena. Like a whole new section. This is for basically dealing with Auntie Ethel. And of course, short rest, but we can't really full rest here. So, yeah, as you can see from this area here, there's a huge section over here. And of course, we've been running on for quite some time, so I do think this could be a good place to wrap things up for now. And in the next episode, we're going to deal with Auntie Ethel. We're going to free Mayrina. Probably try to help Connor out. But anyways, I think that's going to be a good place to wrap things up for now. This has been part 15 of the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. This has been your bro Frostbrew, and I think I'll catch you on the next one. Later!